In the heart of Wall Street, where fortunes are made and lost, one name became synonymous with betrayal. A name that would forever be etched in history: Bernie Madoff. For decades, he was the financial wizard trusted by billionaires, charities, and world-renowned institutions. But behind the polished exterior of a successful financier, Bernie Madoff was running a colossal lie, one that would become the largest Ponzi scheme the world had ever seen. Born in 1938 in Queens, New York, Bernie Madoff's early life was far from the luxury he would later enjoy. Raised in a working-class family, he wasn't born into wealth, but he had a hunger for success. After studying at Hofstra University, Madoff entered the world of finance, his ambition and keen instincts quickly setting him apart. In 1960, armed with $5,000 from his summer job savings, Madoff founded his own firm, Bernard Madoff Investment Securities. His firm quickly gained credibility, and by the 1970s, Madoff had become one of the top players on Wall Street. His real breakthrough came in the early 1980s, when he helped launch the NASAA stock exchange, a key move that solidified his reputation as a financial innovator. Madoff's success wasn't just about the stock market. His firm became known for its secrets to success: a steady risk-free return that promised investors they could have the best of both worlds, security and growth. But what they didn't know was that the steady returns were all part of a carefully crafted illusion. Madoff's Ponzi scheme wasn't just a financial fraud, it was a masterpiece of deception. He promised consistent returns of 10 to 12% annually, a figure that far exceeded what most investors could expect in the volatile world of finance. But there was no real investment strategy behind these returns. Madoff wasn't investing money, he was moving it around, using the funds from new investors to pay the older ones, creating the illusion of profit. Madoff attracted wealthy individuals, hedge funds, and even charitable organizations, all of whom trusted his reputation. He didn't just attract one-time investors, he built a network, a community of wealthy families, and high-profile clients who continued to reinvest, trusting Madoff with their fortunes for decades. Many of these investors never questioned how Madoff could deliver such consistent returns, especially when the market was experiencing turbulence. The allure of too good to be true was overshadowed by the trust Madoff had earned. But beneath the surface, cracks were beginning to form. Some did question Madoff's methods, like financial expert Harry Markopolos, who in 2000 blew the whistle on Madoff's operation. But the SEC, already overwhelmed and underfunded, failed to take action. Madoff's charm, his network of connections, and his status on Wall Street shielded him from scrutiny. For years, he continued his web of deceit, growing the scheme exponentially. 2008, a year that would forever change the world of finance. As the global economy spiraled into crisis, investors who had once trusted Madoff began to demand their money. With the stock market crashing and financial institutions crumbling, the floodgates opened, and billions of dollars in withdrawals came rushing in. But Madoff's empire was built on illusion. The funds to cover these withdrawals simply didn't exist. The Ponzi scheme had run its course. In a final act of desperation, Bernie Madoff confessed to his sons, who, horrified by the magnitude of the fraud, alerted authorities. On December 11, 2008, Bernie Madoff was arrested and charged with orchestrating the largest financial fraud in history. It wasn't just the financial world that was in shock, the fallout was global. Madoff's name would become synonymous with deceit, his actions leaving a permanent scar on the fabric of finance. Over $64 billion was reported as lost, affecting thousands of victims across the globe. Retirements were wiped out, charities shut their doors, and families were left financially crippled. The damage was immeasurable, and the victims' stories were often lost in the numbers. While Madoff was sentenced to 150 years in prison, the legal battles continued. Victims fought to reclaim a fraction of what was lost, and funds were slowly recovered. But the emotional and financial scars would never fully heal. Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme serves as a powerful reminder of the fragility of trust. It's a story that shows how easily systems can be manipulated by those at the top, and how important it is to maintain vigilance, transparency, and oversight in our financial systems. Today, Madoff's story continues to resonate. It has influenced new financial regulations and heightened scrutiny of investment firms. It also serves as a warning to investors: always question the promises of quick and easy returns, because sometimes the cost of misplaced trust is too high. Want more stories of the schemes and secrets that shaped our financial world? Hit subscribe to the Fortune Files so you never miss our next video.